news has really come out this week for SHMA. I thought it'd be kind of fun to try and compare and see what we can take out of this single Shimo tease here for SHMA starts, and try and compare it to HIYA toys. Maybe a bit of a challenge since this thing is very much shrouded in a lot of darkness. But I will be as open-minded as possible, because whenever the actual figure is revealed, I will definitely do a follow-up video on it, a part 2 if you will, and finish properly comparing it. So, I don't know, this image came along with the showing of the SHMA Arts, not Kong, Scar King, a couple weeks ago. And this was revealed a while back. I think it was revealed even before the movie came out. So, that's nice. Something to note about this figure is that standing on all fours, it is 17 centimeters, which I think comes up to around 6 inches. I think. Could be wrong. Anyways, it comes up to about 17 centimeters, and we are not given a listing of this because it's just a tease. So something that just immediately jumps out at me is those spines, it's the crystals on her back. Seeing how they are very much way more transparent looking than the HIYA figure. And that could either be a good thing or a bad thing. With this image, it makes it look like cheaper. But I bet whenever we see the actual figure, it'll be properly painted over and it'll look a lot better than just this simple little tease. It's also compared to the body very a lighter blue compared to the Shimo, which is a darker blue. Not sure which one looks better. I think I'd have to go with the dark blue. I do like the dark blue in Shimo. It definitely does look well with the white. It contrasts the white very, very well. I know Shimo does glow light blue whenever she's charging up her beam, but when she's not, she's just a normal dark blue. I do like the frosty white tips that the HIYA Toys has. And kind of look at her Thagamizer. Looking at her now. Something else about this image that looks just a wee bit off is the skinny arms. You see with this this gal, she's got nice and bulky, thick arms, very thick arms. It doesn't really look like that here. It looks like her arms are very scrawny. Kind of reminds me of the Playmates Shimo. Once again, hopefully it looks better. You can see right here that is a shoulder blade piece. That is a shoulder socket, kind of similar to what Godzilla has. Doesn't look like there's one here. It's hard to see, but it could be the case, and it could be just this left arm. This looks a little bit more scrawny than what it's actually supposed to look like. But in general, this thing does look like it's a little famished. With this HIYA Toy Shimo. HIYA Toy Shimo has a whole bunch of bulk. She got some meat on her bones. Where this just kind of looks a little bit of a walking skeleton. Hey, if you prefer, I think that is just to do with the stylized, what, SH Monsters does with their stylization. This is probably, a consequence of stylization. Personally, I prefer the bulkiness that this Shimo has compared compared to this. Another thing to note is what the size is going to be. I don't know what this size is going to be, but I will tell you, whichever one is bigger, I'm going to get the bigger one. Let's just simply do it. I've already kind of made up my mind with everyone else. I've decided I'm going to probably get the SHMA version of everyone else, but if this figure is not as big as the HIYA, I actually get the HIYA for Shimo. Just because looking at the points of articulation, it looks like, compared to the small image we got, looks like Shimo here is actually going to be more articulated than this thing. Maybe. Looking at the chest piece, I don't see any like real creases where articulation could be. I see one like right here. I think that may be the only point. HIYA Shimo also has one crease right here, although I think that's another crease right there. What else? I should probably talk about the body. Looking at the body, I can definitely see it's really glossy. I don't know if they're gonna in the movie. Shimo has a really like weird glossy effect where I think this figure actually captures it. Shimo has this glossy effect where like it will reflect like the rainbow. You can kind of see it there. I have like a little mini Shimo keychain. It's from Jada Toys, the diecast keychain. I have it, and looking at it, I can definitely you can see where you know its shininess comes from. Although you guys can't see it, but yeah, it doesn't look like this. Yeah, it's too shiny, whereas this looks very like glossy and shinier. That whether it will like reflect that rainbow effect we've seen in the movie. I hope this makes sense. What I sound makes sense. It probably doesn't though. You know what I mean. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. You know how like glossy and shiny Shimo looked. This is an encouragement to go see the movie. It's a good movie. You like it. I mean, when it comes to size, this is probably not the best scene to do it in because this scene where in the movie where Kong meets Shimo for the first time, Shimo's scale is way off. Like they make her so big, they make her look so big in it. Like they make King Kong look extra tiny, and that's kind of what they're doing here with forced perspective here. Well, not so much forced perspective. You can definitely tell that King Kong is in the front and Shimo's in the back. But looking at King Kong, he looks tiny. It definitely does look Shimo would be on like an elevated surface though, just to gain that extra little bit of height. As for scaling when it comes to this figure, I think this figure, if this figure is not to scale with HIYA toys, it may be a bit of a problem because Shimo was really big in the movie. She wasn't like there's a misconception about her height is that she's just bigger than everyone else. Yeah. She is she is a bit smaller than Godzilla. She's like, but not as much as you think. I'm gonna try. Maybe not. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, that took a lot longer than I'd like to admit. But here they are. Here's what I was talking about. The images for this is actually like product images. Thank you to Kaiju Canuck. I don't know how to spell your name. Posted these a while back, but it took me like almost an hour of schooling to find it. I found it though. So yeah, as I was talking about, you can definitely see there's a huge height difference between the HIYA toys of Godzilla and the Shimo here. Also, while we're on the topic, The chest doesn't look too bad on the evolved Godzilla, but that sunken gut definitely still looks pretty bad. So yeah, if you look at it, he's a good head and neck and somewhat shoulder above Shimo. Here's a good shot. But in the movie, Godzilla was only like a head taller. It was not that much taller. So it's leading me to believe that an SH Monster 6-inch figure would actually scale better with this figure. So unless this gal is like the exact same size and does like wow me when it actually comes out, I'm gonna be sticking with the HIYA toys for now because kind of like its colors more and the bulkiness more. And I think this is also a case where movie accurate is better in my opinion because I really like Shimo's design here. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell you guys, movie accurate does not always mean better. If someone tells you that well, it's more movie accurate, that's more like a personal preference. Personally, when it came to dealing with HIYA Toys Fat Godzilla, the normal design and him being fat, I'm not the biggest fan of Fat Godzilla. Okay, don't get me wrong, Fat Godzilla's got his charm, but this looks a lot more functional as like an apex predator. Also, it's more like a radical design. You know what I mean? So, but I think this is also a rare case where movie accurate is better, in my opinion. But hey, that's my opinion. I'd like to see what y'all's opinion is going to be on this. So, you know, do all the things that YouTubers like to do. You know, share, like, or not YouTubers, YouTube consumers, I guess, viewers. Do all the stuff you like to do. Share, like, a comment. Go ahead. Um, as for like anything else, I have to get a quick pause here. Um, the figure comparison is over, so if you got what you needed, you can click off now. But if you're not, and you're still watching, I'd like to say thank you guys for giving me 3 subscribers within like the last week. I went from 9 subscribers to 12 subscribers. That is, thank you guys, and that's just coming from like that's impressive because I never ask you guys to subscribe. Like you can subscribe, I'm not gonna stop you. But all I really actually want from y'all is just watch the video. Just watch it all the way through and just like keep your attention up. Like it's a 12 to like 15-minute video. You can do that, right? That's all I really need or want from y'all. If you just guys watch it all the way through, I'm happy. You can also leave a comment. I also love reading y'all's comments. But y'all liking and subscribing, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And with that being said, no more sappy stuff anymore. So remember, guys, like what you like, hate what you hate. Just don't be a jerk about it. Alright, see you guys.